Good morning and welcome to my yard. So things are a little sad in my yard. I actually had to tear some things out. So this whole area is going to be redone and all of these ponds are going to be redone. And here's why. So the ponds have all of these little, look at our cardinal flowers. Sorry, so distracted by my cardinal flowers, which are just showing out. Anyway, so the pond has all of these like elevated areas and little nooks and crannies. And then we have our bird feeder right there. And if you guessed that we had a family of rats that moved in, you would be correct. We had a family of rats that moved in. Now, I don't actually mind rats in general, except that rats are very destructive. And so they started getting destructive. And so I have to redo all of this. And so instead of all of these like elevated levels and little nooks and crannies, we are gonna make things flat. So the ponds are gonna be flat to the ground. Maybe not this one, I might keep this one elevated, but the other ones are gonna be flat to the ground. And I'm still gonna have nature. Things are still gonna come out here and live. I mean, I'm creating this little ecosystem, but I can't really have rats running around and destroying things. And we are using some natural repellents, a lot of like peppermint type things, like peppermint granules and sprays and like things that have smells that rats don't like. So it's all organic. And once I dug this up and started spreading those granules around, we haven't seen the rats. I think I've seen like one. So my hope is that they moved out. I mean, you can literally see I was cutting lemongrass and like shoving it in to all of the nooks and crannies. But I did not use any poison. We are organic gardening in the yard. So no poison, just deterrence. And those heavy smells seem to work. And also, you know, getting rid of some of their hiding places. So yeah, I did have to dig this up, but that's okay. You know, we're getting into fall weather and this is a good time to start planning for next year and learning from my mistakes. So that's the first thing about what's going on in my yard. And then the other thing is I did say that next year we're gonna make these raised beds. This was a fun experiment and we did get some food. I'll show you some of the squash. But anyway, as I'm tearing things out, I know that we have some insects that overwinter, so I'm gonna be creating these teepees. So I'll have one in each little section and we'll just leave that until the spring so that any animals that have made their little cocoons on those can survive over the winter. Yeah, but we do have some fall things blooming. We've got these guys and the pollinators love these. We still have some other little flowers. This mallow, which, yes, this was my first year planting that, so I'm gonna put that everywhere next year. The morning glory is, you know, kind of winding down, but we still have a few flowers. And then, yeah, the cardinal flower. Oh, I'm excited. Look at how wild this went. So I have different plans for how I'm gonna approach this next year too. Okay, so anyway, tearing out the garden, other things that are new and exciting. Happy to see some flowers still going. Oh, the Illinois bundle flower. These are the seeds. I love those. They look like little pine cones. So I have some squash. So we're just letting it sit out here. Oh, I forgot about my cucumber. I need to take that in. It's such a mess out here, but I just want to make sure that I'm showing you like the good and the bad. I don't want to just show you the flowers blooming and not show you that like the couch cushions need to be washed really bad because they've got muddy dog prints everywhere. You know, I have to do some maintenance. Okay. Anyway, the other thing is my loofah vines. Look what is happening with my loofah vines. Fully blooming, and there's a squash. There's a squash. Can you see that there's a squash there? there's some hidden in there too. So yeah, these guys are doing great, and the bees have been loving this. I mean, they're like everywhere, and we've got every kind of bee imaginable. And so anyway, yeah, this is what's going on with the yard. Gonna be doing some massive transformations. You can see over here I've got like concrete just laying out here because I pulled it from over by the ponds because I had rats nesting in there. So hopefully this video, even though it's a little bit embarrassing, will help you and you can learn from my mistakes. Yeah, like don't put hostas here in the bright sun because they're not gonna make it. So I'll be moving, whoops. I will be moving the hostas. Yeah, we'll be moving those. But I mean, overall, I'm really happy with how the yard turned out this year. It brought me so much joy, and sitting out here was absolutely wonderful. I did not have rats all summer. They just started coming out as soon as we realized that we had an issue. We immediately went to stop the issue. We did deter them. Like I said, I've only seen one since we started doing the little pellets, the little peppermint pellets and granules, and since we moved places that we knew for sure that they were hiding. So I'm excited to see where this project goes. And I hope that you'll stay with me for the ugly part so that we can get to spring when everything looks really beautiful again. Because the work is part of the process, right? The work is important. You have to see the work so that you know what it was and then what it can be. Okay, that's it. I hope you have a good day. I hope I have a good day. I hope we all have a good day.